Welcome back to Popes and Pilots. Let's play some more Roguebook. This is run 2 of our Roguebook's attempts here. Viewership on the first one has not been great. Let's put it carefully. And I do promise I will go back to more strategic games. Maybe it's just E4, maybe it's something else in that direction. But for now, we have another run of Roguebook to do, because I actually quite like this game, and I don't quite know why you're not watching. Well, you are. Good on you. But everybody else isn't. Now, there are tons of reasons I can imagine. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's play some Roguebook, Roguelike Deckbuilder. If you don't know the game, you should probably watch our first run at this, because I explain a lot of the mechanics, and I will not go quite as deep on the mechanics on this second run. I will also run with more complicated characters, and since we ran with Sirocco and Sharaf last time, I'm going to completely swap out. I'm going to run with Aurora and Seifer. This person here, Seifer. Keep calling him Siraf for reasons. Get you on board, and then let's get you on board. Now, Aurora makes games complicated. So if the time we save, if any, on explanations, we'll probably waste on making decisions with Aurora. But that's just gonna have to be that. Question is, who do you want to lead? I'm gonna try putting, I can't do that right now, but I can do it once we start the run. Try putting Seifer up front, but it might want to be Aurora. We'll see. I already spent my meta currency, and we're gonna go in, and this time we're gonna go with difficulties. Last time we ran without any difficulty settings to have the base game. That was a bit easy. So now we're gonna go heavy. We can have a total of 6 modifier points here, from what I've unlocked so far. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4 points worth. So I could take Lantern Fairies and 2 things up here. Let's see what they do. This was a new one we unlocked. Towers and Runes of Sight are replaced by Lantern Fairies. I don't know what a Lantern Fairy would do, but it's probably a lot worse than a... Or it might be sort of a tower I have to beat. I don't know. It's interesting, for sure. Don't know what it's gonna do. The thing is, we always unlock the next level of difficulty here when we do the bottom one. And I've already had one in exploration, so I'm kind of tempted to go for Worth of Heroism. But these are rough. Whenever the front hero plays a card, they take 2 damage. That means all the things we want to do with Aurora, which is cast a lot of cards, is gonna involve a bunch of backwards and forwards swapping. It's gonna be difficult. Greed is good. Start with Fugoro's Head. All gold piles are revealed, which is medium to say at best. Your heroes are dealt 2 non-lethal damage each whenever you pick up gold. That is extremely painful. That's gonna make playing this interesting. Let's say greed is good. And then we want to run another 3 points. And we could just go with something along these lines. Like a 2 and a 3. Like 1,000 eyes in the hidden. Oh no, that's... Wait. Click? Can I not click this? There we go. That's a full 6 points. Runes of Sight are 3 times more frequent, but towers are removed from the map. And the back enemy always starts stealth, which can be very scary. We also get 2 difficulty modifiers from this. So these are straight up modifiers to how the game works, which make things more difficult, but they just change the functionality. But also because we have 6 points here, we have difficulty ++, enemies deal more damage, and enemies have more life. So we'll see. We also get 200% more pages, and we get a bonus reward of 125 pages. This is the meta currency for further meta, well, progression for the first clear with this. Either with this combination or with this thing that we haven't done a first clear with. I'm not quite 100% on that. But we get a lot of pages, is what I'm getting out of this. Let's go. It might be rough. I don't even know how the Seifer Aurora combination is going to work out. I've never played this combination before. We shall see. So what did I have to keep in mind? We have the gold thing, which makes me take damage whenever I pick up gold. We have the towers are not their thing, and then we picked up, what was the third thing? Was it the one where we take damage up front? No, right? Oh, backline is hidden. Right. So we got, from our meta progression, we got a common ink to start with. We get a cobalt fetish. Equipped hero gets Reap 10 gold. I'm going to put that. Reap is whenever we kill a non-summoned unit, this happens. I'm going to put that on Seifer, because Seifer already likes to reap. Interesting. And then we get the focus prism, draw a card, discard a card, which you can put into a card. And same for the boomerang, which will shuffle the card that it's in back into the deck after playing it. Alright, we see all these revealed gold piles. We see that there is a Claw of the Predator over here. While the equipped hero is leading, their attacks inflict 1 bleed. That's very powerful. And the Ogre Toe, whenever the equipped hero plays a card that costs 2 or more, deal 5 damage to all enemies. It's also pretty nice. Ideally we get all of that. Obviously, without the towers, that's going to be a slight bit more difficult. Especially getting down here. Woof. Yep. And I have some work cut out for us here. Let's quickly check the shop. Probably not going to buy anything just yet. But I'd like to know what's in there. There's Aurora's Dream, which is a crazy card. 24 cost. It does get 3 cheaper whenever we dissolve a card. Which is... no, some cards have dissolve, especially generated cards, and they stop to exist once you use them. And then this does crazy things if and when you play it. Draw until you have 9, reduce cost of cards into your hand to 0 at the end of turn. So you get to draw a million cards and play them for free, which is huge, but also it's utterly unplayable for a long time. Tough. Whenever you attack and block equal to this ally's spirit, it's very interesting, the Grim Guard. Unfortunately, they're not aggressive. Seifer has a lot of cards to buff their minions, their allies. But mostly, I think at least the common one buffs only aggressive allies, which this would not be. And obviously this one really, really benefits from having a lot of spirit, because then you get to block a lot. Yeah, I might be interested in grabbing that. Anything cool here? Pretty basic stuff. Alright. Let's, before we go, have a look at our deck, because the deck gets modified automatically at the start here. Seifer's cards were changed a lot. It's a mystery to me how exactly these meta progression changes work, because we're supposed to replace all strikes of one deck and all defense of one deck with other cards. And yet I have a defend here. A singular defend. And a defend there. Didn't get any bonus cards on Aurora. All the extra new cards were on Seifer, and somehow one of them is still defend. I don't know. So we got 2 Flame Blasts, which are definitely better than strikes. That's just a straight up upgrade. Double? Yes, please. Okay. We got the Surfing Barrier, which is also a straight up upgrade on a defend. 7 block and 7 rage. Instead of just 6 block. And then the other cards are standard for these heroes. I don't think I need to put the gems on anything just yet. I'm just gonna take a bottle. Don't think I necessarily want to open the vault yet. Don't know that I want to spend the money on cards when we're probably very, very powerful right now. First fight of the game. It's gonna take a while to load for reasons. Alrighty, you attack me for 18. I do not have 18 block available to me. Well, I do. But if I block for 18, then I will not, in fact, do any damage. Right, but it's time to talk about our characters. I haven't done that at all. Seifer here has a specific mechanic, a rage mechanic, and you see the second bar on there. And if they have 25 rage, a lot of their cards do something else. This defend doesn't, but this Flame Blast, as you can see, will do an attack for 30 then. And then remove all rage. they gain rage by being hit. There are other ways they can gain rage, like one card we saw that we had that produces rage, but generally you gain rage by getting hit. So Seifer's playstyle, at least early on, is kind of get hit, get rage, and then use a card to heal later on. Aurora has very little HP, but you can click on her once every fight to heal her to full. And this guy is dealing 18 damage, and we have 22 HP. Could just take full-on damage on Aurora. We don't need to because we don't have any use for the third energy, but that's technically an option. But I'm definitely gonna hit, and then I do think I'm gonna do the defend on Aurora. Essentially taking this damage is free, that's my thinking. Taking damage on Seifer might be good for the rage, but having some free damage here is very nice. Now, this turn we're almost certainly going to put Seifer up front. Can we absorb your soul already? Probably not, right? I don't have quite the damage. 14 and 16 is 30 damage. It's not bad. Could get it up to 32 with this quicken, but that's not 39. Welcome to Math with Popes and Pylons. But I think I will quicken. Swap the heroes, gain 2 power for the next attack each. I'm gonna punch you. The power only goes... Oh, this is pure blocker, doesn't matter. Power doesn't matter. I'm gonna 16 you. We'll see that this does not kill. So instead I'll Sophic Barrier you. Strike you. And there's no point to healing Aurora to full just yet. The game will automatically do it for us at the end of the battle if we haven't used the ability, so that's very, very nice. Now we could probably just absorb your soul here, and we probably should. There's not much of a reason not to. Yeah. So I strike with Aurora. Now they are at lethal range. We kill. We gain 8 healing on Seifer because we get the reap. We get the extra money from this idol here, because we reap on Seifer, and Aurora is going to heal herself to full at the end of combat, because we didn't use her ability. Very nice. Precisioning, also very nice. And then with us not having any towers, there's no reason not to just pick up this Rune of Sight. Well, none that I can imagine. Oof, that's far away. We might not be making use of that. Now, what do? We could go to where this vault is and use our normal ink to get to another fight. Get to a pretty good place to do an AoE brush. And have the potential to pick up that gold on the way. We shouldn't forget that the gold will hurt us when picked up. But that might actually be acceptable here for us right now. Because we're on full HP and we have abilities to heal. Oh, you didn't actually heal to full. Did I pick up gold? I must have picked up gold. So walked over. Oh, you pick up gold at the end of a fight. I didn't realize that would also hurt us. It makes sense. Interesting. It's interesting insofar as Aurora has a bunch of abilities, cards that only work, well, I know of 2 at least, when she's at full HP. And she's constantly going to be at not quite full HP, then interesting. Alright, let's go to this vault. I will open it, I think. Let's see what we get. A Grim Siphon. Interesting. Attacks for 20 if you're not raging. It heals for 20 if you are. As an attack, it's a lot worse than the Flame Blast that we have, which just attack for 14 for 1. Because I've cast Devil, which charges, so moves Seifer up front, attacks for 15 and summons a 5 power aggressive ally. That's not bad at all. Or Aurora's enchant weapon, increase a hero's power or ally's spirit by 1. That's pretty low impact. It's just 1. Getting that ally spirit increase on the ally that's in the shop is kind of interesting. But 1 is just so nothing. I don't think I want it, not even for 0. I should check on what kind of boss we have, but I think our boss is the one that eats our deck, not the one we had last time that makes our cards more expensive. That's good, because Aurora really doesn't like the boss that makes cards more expensive. I think I'll take the Cast Devil. I don't love the Siphon. It's good to get heal on him, but for rage, let's not do that. Them. Let's pop our way in there. Ooh, get a chance at another ink and a royal one at that. Yeah, I think I will pick up this pile of gold. With the idea being that we can probably heal up to full in this fight. And mitigate the loss of HP we got from this. Sure. Let's get in there. Ooh, tough fight. But we have those flame blasts. It's a tough fight because they do nothing for 2 turns and then they hit us for a lot. I think I will flame blast charge devil, cast devil. It's less damage than flame blast strike, but not a lot less. This does 15 rather than the replacement that we would do, which is another wait. Flame blast cast devil does 29 and 5, 34, and flame blast 28 and 7 is 35, but we lose 1 damage if my math wasn't incorrect, which it probably was. But we do get a ally that's going to attack next turn as well, so that sounds very good. Punch. Punch. I don't know if there's any reason to start Aurora in the front line. I don't know what that would be. You have easy ways of swapping, so it's probably not bad necessarily. But it doesn't seem like it's particularly useful. Alright, here we can absorb your soul, heal to full, and gain the cash money, which then might hurt me. I guess I get the money at the end of the fight. At least it didn't hurt me, did it? Then I suppose I just strike. Yeah, I could barrier for the rage, but I think just getting some damage down here is going to be very important. Because now here comes the pain. And that certainly is some pain. I don't have a lot of blocking going on. Do I have lethal going on? We have 14, 16, and 9 is 25, and 7 is 32, and 5 is 37. That's not 41. So we're going to take quite the chunk. And we're going to take it on Seifer. Well, or do we? I don't think Aurora can take it. 30 minus 6 is still more than 18. Turns out. Yikes, that's a... I said I want to heal to full on this fight. Let's Wall of Mist, Quicken, get that extra power and get Seifer back up front. And then we Flame Blast and Strike. You can see we were off by so very little, but also so very much. Could have had yet 4 there, but maybe we get the... Yeah, we get to absorb soul with rage now, because we took so much damage. So at least we get to heal back 12 of that damage. And we get to reap again. Heal to fall because of... on Aurora, that is, because of her ability. And then when I click on this pile of gold... Ouch, take some damage. Also some royal ink. Wait. Was there? Oh, there it is. Was there royal ink on the floor? There was. Interesting. So this is a pretty good place to brush. I almost certainly should just brush here, right? Instead of royal inking here and wasting a charge. Yeah. Yeah, let's try to make our way to Claws of the Predator as quickly as possible. Oop. Wow. An impressive reveal. Nothing. No, what are the plans? Wouldn't mind to get to that toe, of course. Don't know whether we're gonna make it down there. Would really like to be able to get to that fight. I think for now I'm gonna go to this pile of gold and brush again. Because an 11 brush is pretty good. Ooh. We get an upgraded Rhine of Sight. Super Rhine of Sight. Rhine of Sight? Yes. The Rhine of Sight. It is upgraded because we have meta progression that does this. I have a chance for Rune of Sights to be Super Rune of Sights instead. See what that shows us. A huge area, pretty nice, including a Faria well. Claws of the Predator, I'm going to put these on Seifer. I think we're more likely to attack on them. Seifer doesn't have many multi-attacks. I don't remember. No, there's at least one. And Aurora has an 8-time attack, which would be huge here. But I think we're rather into the Seifer here. Let's do that. I just tend to not have very much or very many attacks at all in Aurora. Do I want to swap my... I think I do. I think I have no reason to start Aurora up front, really. Other than Quicken. Yes, put her in the back. Maybe. We'll see. Let's pick up the page. I'm not going to pick up the healing just yet. We don't need it right now. I'm going to pick up the vision and the Faria well. Probably a bunch of that money. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I mean, it just revealed money, but it did connect stuff up. No, it revealed the water system and money. And I do like connecting stuff up. Now, how do I get to a fight? Could do one precisioning to get that fight. That's pretty low effort. Going here would require 2 or another brush, and I don't think it's a good brush. No, 7. Would be okay from here? No. It's a good brush, but it's not nuts. No, I think we pick up these piles of gold and then we go for a fight. Maybe we pick up a box of money? A card, I mean. A box of money. It's a box. Alright. Was there anything cool in the shop? Again, I forget. See, I do these things. I check the shop on the first time around and then I forget what's in there. So there's the Grim Guard, which right now just doesn't do enough. At most we get 3 attacks a turn. And so it makes 3 block. It's a 2-cost ally. We have nothing that dissolves, so we're not interested in Aurora's Dream yet. Could go for something like the Sulfuric Barrier. Because it's just a decent card. Or the Brimstone Needle, because it's just very painful. Now that speaks to me. Scholar Shard. We don't have energy, so we can't really play things. I don't think we care just yet. We don't know what we want yet. That's what I should. There are a lot of things that would give us tiny upgrades, but we don't have any synergies with them just yet. And I'd much rather know what kind of synergies I want. Let's precisely ink our way in here. Maybe get a fight where we can heal up? Oof, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe. We kill this person early, the fight doesn't do all that much damage, I think. Well, we don't have much in the shape of damage here, so we might as well block. Wall of Mist. Sulfuric Barrier, fully blocked, and then strike the middle person. Oh, I have an extra energy because of the Faria well, but I don't care. We don't need to cast any more cards. We have nothing that synergizes with casting cards. Unfortunately, I also don't have the Ice Cream. I mean the Faria Flute, is it? That conserves energy between turns. Ooh, do we have a kill here? You have 26 life. I have 30 damage for you. That is a kill and a heal. We'll take 8. But we're also healing for 8. And we have no block. So there's no way we block this 8 anyway. We could cast Devil rather than Absorb Soul. but I think it's just better to absorb your soul. Also, taking damage on Seifer here means that we gain more rage, which we can hopefully turn into more life at some point. So that's kind of okay. Seifer's tripped now. I alternate between saying Seifer and Seifer because I don't know what the real thing is. Which means the first card they play, or the first card of theirs that we play this turn costs 2 more. 1 more. Quite tempted by this Wall of Mist. And then what? Could just Sulfuric Barrier and take no damage. Get my rage ready. It's probably okay. So I Wall of Mist. Quicken. This is 14 damage. I mean, I could Flame Blast instead. We take 2. But we do 10. Yeah, it's probably alright. Just keeping damage, why don't we? -2, yep, as expected. There's my Absorb Soul. I don't have the rage to fully absorb anything here. Like double absorb, but I can do the same play we had earlier. Where Flame Blast, then Absorb Soul. And we heal for 8 and take 8. So we stay the same, but gain rage for it. We keep gaining all that money from the reaping. Maybe I do gain the money immediately, but it doesn't count because I'm not picking up gold. There's rage. Ideally we're not using this. I think we just not take damage here. I could cast Devil, do a ton of damage, and summon 2 brutes and kill. But I want to kill with that Absorb Soul. Which begs the question as to whether I strike. And I do, right? I strike, I quicken strike, defend. Then I'm fully defended. And I have this one in range. Defend does not use rage, so it will not use up my rage. Which is the important part. Could also have defended on Aurora there if that wasn't the case. This way we should be in ideal position to play the card that we didn't draw. Oh wait. Ooh. Yeah, I suppose I take 2 damage. Oh no, I can take the damage on Aurora, which is fine. I still don't want to get rid of the block on Seifer. On the rage. I could strike. It's not really a point. There's also no reason not to, so doesn't matter. Aurora's damage will again heal up, so this is fine, and then we get to heal Seifer for 12 and reap the money. Excellent. Rar indeed. Here we go. Another Roguelike, which really means that we need to use one, and a pile of gold. How are we using that Roguelike? Probably here. Doesn't quite get us to the normal battle, but close. Gets us closer to the thing. Unless we want to use it like here, which just gives us a battle and money. This just plain up gives me a battle. Has to be good. So many royal inks, gee. Another box of cash. Still not cash though. I mean, I could not pick up all these piles of money. And thereby greatly reduce the amount of damage I take, but I think we can afford to do this a bit. Can even afford to pick these up, I think, before we do another battle? Sure. Walk, 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 walk. This game really needs fast mode. I don't know why I have to do all this walking. But hey. Wishes were fishes. I don't even know. Alright. Might get punished a bit here. Because this is a tough fight. I can block for 18. I think I'd rather block for 12. Have Aurora up front. And Flame Blast from the back, right? That sounds reasonable. Because we have Aura of Weakness. We do 33% less damage from the front. But this way, we're going to take 2 damage on Aurora, which we can heal up anyway. And we get to Flame Blast. Oh, and Strike. Didn't realize I had an extra energy. I could just defend up, not take any damage. Rather than attack for 5, it's probably worth it. If I'd realized that this was the case, I would have attacked from the back first. I just didn't. 23 and we have no defense. So we cannot have Aurora take the hit. So ideally we do something from the back and then move Seifer back up front to take the giant chunk. When I say ideally, I mean it's hardly ideal. Quicken, Flame Blast, Cast Devil. Seems like the play. Because Cast Devil will put us back up front. Therefore do less damage, so we want to do the Flame Blast first. Now Seifer's up front. Did generate a tiny bit of bleed. Ah, we would have generated an extra bleed. Forgot about the bleed relic. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you do your buffing thing. You do. Good. Didn't really fancy another round of that. Not tons of damage available. I mean, I guess we do strike from the back. And I could Swift Barrier and then Flame Blast with Rage for 20. But I think I'd rather get the chance to absorb his soul next turn. So we Flame Blast, and then we Barrier. Now we Rage. Get them down to 19, 17 from the bleed. Draw Absorb Soul, there we go for barely. Not lethal. But a strike will make it work. Absorb your soul. Heal a bit. But that HP is going down. My attempts to heal up the self-inflicted damage from picking up that gold have not been utterly successful yet. How about a brush about here? 11. 11. It's nae bad. But what I really want to do is get to that toe, though. What's the straight up way to get to the toe? Could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the middle of here. Oh, but then going up is really bad. Could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next to that gold. Then maybe precision a step in and then explode. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the craziest thing I've ever heard. Pretty close though. Yeah, pick up some more cash. Gotta make use of that Aurora healing. Now this is an 11. The next step up will add 3 tiles up there. Cost me... I think it's even. I don't think it's worse. And it's not worse. Some healing, some money, and that fight. Do I check a box again? I think I do check a box again. We can get decent card helpers out here. Croc's Dinner might actually be it. Croc's Dinner is an aggressive ally that when it's destroyed heals us for its spirit. And we can sacrifice it at any time and even auto-sacrifice at the end of combat if it's still there. So that's good to get that healing back. Rain of Fish, attack random enemy for 8 damage 0 times. It's a very hard to use card. And sure, Battletoads is interesting, but I'm gonna go with a dinner here. for sure. Question is, do I actually heal up for the fight? I really don't want to. But I also really don't want to die. How much healing can I expect to get out of a fight? Not this much. I think I pick one of these healing bottles up. If I do that, do I want to pick up some more gold first? If so, where do I find that gold? What's going to be my next 5-point ink? Let's have that toe to get to. How do I get to that toe? I do this fight, I go 5 up, and then I explode. Yeah. If that's true, I probably don't get too much more gold at all here right now. Which makes me not want to heal up. I think it's greedy though. I mean, greed is my middle name and all, but let's do this. And then let's go battle. Oh, that's a lot of money potential. Because we get money on every reap. If we do it with a Seifer. 21. I think there's no way I'm not Wall of Misting here. Which means we don't get to kill this turn, which is a bit sad. But it is what it is. You do 21, 22 with the bleed. I mean, I can kill, sure. But if I kill, I take 8 damage. And that sounds not smart. Let's just start preparing this one for death. Actually, this hits for 16. Let's try to prepare them both a bit. And block for 1,000,000. I have that extra strike. With that, I could have reaped. I think. Yeah, if I had not split up my damage here, I could have reaped there. Didn't. Hopefully we'll get... Oof. This is going to be a slightly painful turn, I think. We do not get to reap with the healing thing. It's when you attack from this kill, so Croc's Dinner probably does not reap. Oh my, this is not trivial. I certainly want to kill one of these. I have 6... Well, I have 13 block I can have. Which would be enough on Aurora, but we can't have Aurora in the front if we block. So... Suppose I take a reap on the front one here because they're not bleeding. It's a tiny difference, but difference nonetheless. And then we Sulfuric Barrier and defend. Croc's Dinner does not kill another one. Also would lose out on the reap. Cast Devil would kill one. Summon the Brute to almost but not quite kill the other. Same as Croc's Dinner. Now I think I do this. And these. Big shame not to get the dinner down. But the dinner is 5 healing. And defend is 6 block. Maybe at that rate. Should put that dinner down. Oh no. Could you not? No. They are very angry when they're buffed. I think they need to die. As fast as I can make it happen, which is not very fast. You don't get to rage. I could attack for 18. Oh, this is rough. I may have put myself into a bit of a situation here. But if I kill the front one and then get Aurora up front in the end, then she can take 20 damage. That's fine. So we absorb your soul. As one does. As one does. Heal up for it. And then we use any attack on you. We do actually get the bleed, so we chose that one. And then put Aurora up front. Have her take 20. Which is fine, she can heal. Ah, they're not attacking. Very good. So now I can try to prepare my reapings. Could I reap you just this turn? 16 and 9. That is lethal. It's interesting. I think I'd do that. It doesn't heal us because it's not a reaping card, but I'm kind of feeling under pressure. Oh, now I'm not doing it because I screwed up. I'm just gonna strike the. Oh, I can't strike the backliner either. Do I take a kill with Aurora and waste the money too? That can't be right. I do not know. Yeah, you were about to block up, but we certainly, hopefully, can get to kill you here. This is not the best draw. And this kills. But I don't get to reap. What if I just play Croc's Dinner? What if I go Wall of Mist, Defend, and Croc's Dinner? I have full block. The dinner will pop your bubble but not kill you. Then we can reap next turn. Yeah. Wall of Mist. Oh, I already have. No. 18. Defend. Get the dinner down. And the good thing about the buff dinner is that it will heal me for 10 at the end of battle. Or whenever we eat it. Which might be before the end of battle. Ooh, how do we do with this? Can absorb your soul here for 8. And then defend up front. And take a decent hit. But there's no way I'm not taking that hit, right? I don't think there is. So yeah, we do this. Heal for a bit. Defend for a bit. Can hit for 14. The dinner is still there though. And now if I can, I will kill. I will not wait for the reap. Because I don't want to take another 20. And I should be able to kill here, right? No bubble. I can strike, flame blast, and then reap. Or I could just quicken. But this is fine, right? Strike. Flame blast. Flame blast. See the dinner get eaten. See that get eaten. Come out. I think similar to what we had before, at least. Tough one. See me leaning in here. Not the easiest. I never saw this Clairvoyance Rune. Since when have you been here? Let's pop it. Yeah, it could be fine. Yeah, it didn't do much, but at least it's contagious. Contagious? That. I have a 4 ink. A 4 ink is not better, right? No. Oh, I don't have I have a 5 ink somewhere. There it is. What to say? I was planning with a 5er here. 5 spaces. Use. Get up there. Should give me pretty big. 11 is a pretty good one. Ooh, gems. Pick up a pile of gold. Pick up a gemstone. Mirror Moonstone. When you play this, add a copy to your hand with no gems. Or the Shadow Gem. Discard a card at random, reduce this card's cost by 1. So it makes the card 1 cheaper, but you always discard a card. I hate the Shadow Gem. Not because I think it's terrible, but because I keep forgetting that this will discard a card at random, and then I discard my cards at random. Pick the Mirror Runestone. It's the better gem anyway. I just don't know that we have a use for it just yet. Might really want to put the Focus Prism into something, but I don't know what. Yeah, I don't really have the cards that I want to do any of this with. Pick up the Ogre's Toe. Put it on you. Yes. Seifer. And then consider. Decent amount of money for the shop. I still don't know what I want in the shop, so I'm probably going to check more of these boxes instead. Get ourselves a good card. Maybe get the 14-point level upgrade here. Something like that. Draft a card. Okay, these are actually all interesting. Now, we don't have lots of energy, so Kappa Study is not quite as interesting just yet. I like it, but it's not quite doing what we need it to do. Flamesplitter can be very good with the AoE attacks. In Flame Blast, we've seen just do stuff. Obviously, Flame Blast doesn't really scale. I'm going to pick up a Spitter here. Not that that really gives me direction just yet. Still don't buy the Grim Guard thing or the Aurora Dream. Charge, Scholar Shard. 20 damage. We don't often do 20 damage in a single hit, do we? And we've got a shop in here before we leave, or before we fight the boss, but I still don't know what I would want. Bit of a balance issue here. For me, that is. Trying to balance out getting more powerful now to having more knowledge in order to be more powerful later. Even more powerful, that is. Half an enemy's attack intent value. Oof. Don't think I want that. It can be extremely powerful in situations, but don't love it. I did hate Repulse when I played it. But we're not drawing a bunch of cards yet, and we don't have a bunch of energy yet either. So it's kind of doubly bad. And Equilibrium is just very medium. If Aurora was at full life, it wouldn't block at all. It would hit for 20-ish. Don't think I want to pay money for any of those. Check another one. Another dinner. Kappa Tea Master. I thought they made this rare. I thought I read in the patch notes that they made it rare, but it doesn't look rare. Whenever Aurora takes damage, add a sip to your hand. It has a lot of synergies with stuff that we don't have yet. And it does nothing, essentially. Oh, that's just the solid punch. Do I want another dinner? Let's pick another dinner. Why not? Get the talent here. Whenever Seifer becomes in a rage, draw a card and gain energy. That's okay. I forget about it, but it's okay. Perfect clarity. It's always so tempting. When you block an attack for the exact right amount, draw 2 cards. They cost 0 for the rest of battle. I mean, the effect is super powerful. It's just blocking exactly right. It's tough. Gain 1 energy and draw a card at the start of each battle. I think Burning Light is better. Probably become enraged more than once in long fights. It's tough. I'm gonna go with this, but it might not be the most efficient choice there. No, we don't have any battles to just take, right? There's only the one battle plus the elite we still know about. Yeah. So probably precision my way into this fight. Unless we want to brush, but I don't think we want to brush. No. It's precision. And fight. Ooh. Not an easy one. We have the... Oh, it's a very tough one. This might be my end. But doom. So the big issue is, if you don't see it, this guy in the back is the guy that attacks for very much after 2 turns, and they are stealth. We can't focus them because we have the thing where the back enemy is stealth. I can easily block turn 1. I have the energy to cast all but one of my cards. Can I not block turn 1? This is 19 damage. You have 18 life. If we hadn't picked up one of those things. What does the toe do again? AoE damage. We definitely want that. We don't have any blocking things, right? No. So I think it's Wall of Mist. And I actually think it's the Flame Spitter over the Flame Blast, because we need to get that backliner down. So we wall. We're quick in to get Aurora back in the back. So we start the bleed. We hit you for a lot, and it actually kills you. Maybe you didn't need to block. Should have done the math. Could have done extra damage here. Because this guy now dies to the Flame Spitter. It's gonna deprive me of my reaping. But I think this fight is not about us reaping. This fight is about us surviving. And yes, I'm very petrified by these folks. They are the scariest. I wouldn't mind being able to absorb a soul, though. Can I absorb your soul? You have 34 life. 14 and 16 is 30. So that's a no. Shame. But if I can't absorb your soul, I probably want to go dinner, defend, and flame blast, right? Can't get Aurora up front, so we're gonna take damage on you. Let's get this dinner down. Let's flame blast the only person we can flame blast, and defend for as much as we can. It's nice to have AoE damage here, but if they get this extra block from the frontliner, it doesn't help too much. Yeah, here comes the 30. And we're stumbling too. There's no way I kill you. Wow. So what happens if I simply barrier and then defend? 7 and 6 is 13. 13, and Aurora has 18 life, so she'd be at 20, 30, 31, which is not 36. So she'd be dead. So we have to have Seifer up front for the big ouch. Then the question becomes, do you need to eat your dinner? I don't think you need to. With 24 plus what did I say this is? 13? 24 and 13 is 37, and that's a 36 coming in. Easy alive. Yikes. So I think my turn is played for me here. It doesn't get me anywhere. I'm gonna defend. And I'm gonna Sulfuric Barrier. I will kill the frontliner with the AoE. Oh, and I got an extra energy from the rage. I forgot about that. That's very good. Because that allows me to get another dinner down for a large chunk. That's the best, right? Yeah, it has to be better than defending. 6 blood or 10 life and also damage. Yeah. Okay. We do, thanks to the dinner, also kill the frontliner, which prevents another 6 damage taken. So that dinner hit me for 16. Now if I get to absorb your soul, which I do. Why? Why is this lethal? Attack for 16, you have 21 life. I feel like I'm being lied to, and I don't like it. Because we need to get the reap going, right? Oh, but we get the 5 AoE damage, but I think we get that after the card has been played. So that's not going to work out. Let's strike you first. Strike puts you in a range where if we get the AoE first, then you're not dead, which is good. Because we want to reap. And it would also allow us to absorb soul for lethal. And we eat our dinners, and we only lost 6 life. 4? I think we got in with 36. Might have been 34. Ooh, an explosive pigment. We should be able to set up a very good explosive pigment with the inks that we have. Assuming there's a space where we can explode for a bunch. Like in here, for example. If I went 2 spaces and then did a huge explosion, I will get to the bottom thing. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I should. And just get a ton of spaces. Yeah, I think that's the best we can do. It's the best I can see. The visibility of the gold piles is not so much helping with the getting the gold. I mean, it is, but it's just revealing more tiles that we can use. It's saving up on ink, which is actually quite nice. Did I pick up both of these? I think I do. And then we explode for 26. If I went 1 to the right, that wouldn't help. No. 1 to the... Oh, but this doesn't actually work. So I need to go 1 down. Somehow I thought this would get me to the box. Well, I could precision afterwards, of course. If I go 1 down, that costs me. If I go 1 over, that doesn't help. If I go 1 not in that direction. A lot of directions in hexes. I think I'm precisioning after I do this. Okay. Not bad. Very well. We now get 1 extra energy on 2 turns. We also get an extra discovery here with the super clairvoyance. Which is very useful. And now, because that's a blocked tile, I need to use my last precision ink to actually get in there. I don't know why I was so eager to get in there, but, you know. Now what? I think pick up some more gold. And then we're gonna pop a healing thing in a minute. Draft a card. Ritual Strike. Melee combo, attack for 10, gain 3 energy. Costs 4, but if we cast it up front and we cast an Aurora spell first, it costs 2. Then makes 3 energy. It's not interesting. Devil Strike, attack for 15, gain 5 block. We just don't have that much energy, it's my problem. The Ritual Strike might help a bit with that. It's just not trivial to use. But it does stuff and it makes mana. Which sounds kind of good. I don't know how good Spell Whirl is. I mean, obviously it could be good or garbage, depending on what the random cards are that you get. But you get 2 cards for 0 mana, and you have a card that has 2 slots on it. It's a 0 cost card. You could put like the draw card gem on it or something. I want to play with this.
Is it a frog?
I like generating random cards. I'm gonna pick up another vault though. Mark. Attack for 5. Next attack against the enemy is a critical hit. Medium on that. Buff an aggressive ally. And this is the card I referred to earlier. This only buffs aggressive allies. This can buff Croc's Dinner. So do more damage and then heal more later on. So it's not bad. This just heals for 7 and then goes away. I'm actually kind of tempted by this card. More healing will help us sustain more, but duh. And it dissolves itself so it doesn't clog up the deck, but still counts towards our deck count here. Yeah, I can dig it. So where are we going? We have one elite, which gives us a brush. We have an event. And that's about it. So I think I'm going to heal a bit and then do an elite Friday. Do you feel like anything of this is now of interest? I still don't really do 20 damage hits, unfortunately. Didn't pick up anything that really does that. Still don't know how the quick Grimguard would work for me. Actually, the only card I'm interested in is the Sulfuric Barrier. I'm very interested in the Scholar Shard. I might be interested in the Heroic Emerald. I don't hate the Tyrian Shield, but we don't have a lot of synergies with it, so it's not very good just yet. I think I'm gonna pick up the Shard and the Emerald here. Spend some money. And then we put the Shard in the new card, the Spell Whirl. I could consider putting the Boomerang in that too. Or the Mirror Moonstone? Mirror Moonstone. Just generate a ton of cards. And then ideally some of those do something useful, right? I mean, they're going to be random, but there's going to be a lot. If I put Mirror Moonstone in there, we get 4 random cards and a card when we draw Spell Whirl. And then we get more Spell Whirls in our deck, which could be good. I'm going to try that. I don't know, maybe this is terrible, but it seems fun. And then the Heroic Emerald. What card do I need to be cheap and ideally have charge? Probably won't charge on anything that's Seifer in nature. That is something that doesn't have charge yet. I think if I put it on Croc's Dinner or any of these minions, they're gonna be cast once only, so that's kind of boring. Could just put it on a Flame Blast. I'm sort of likely to remove those Flame Blasts eventually. But I'm probably not going to remove one that's free and has charge. Or I put it on Sulfuric Barrier, but Sulfuric Barrier essentially already has charge. That's my thinking. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. It's probably going to screw me over. But hey. Focus Prism from Bronze Boomerang. Any card I want to just constantly draw. Absorb Soul is kinda interesting. I don't cast it very often, but when I do, I want it back for the next guy to die. Could just put it on the Barrier because that's a fine card to draw. Just keep having a Barrier. It's not crazy or anything. I think I want to have something more crazy for that. And the looting effect. No, I'm not quite seeing it yet. We want to pick up another Barrier. We're not getting to 18 cards just yet, unless... Ooh, timing. I thought it would be faster this time, I'm not. Let's pick up this event. Eat some meat. Heroes gain 5 marks late and become full. For your next battle, you draw 1 less card per turn. I wish I still had a normal battle. Something good might happen, or something bad. Oh. So I can't do 1 less card per turn if I'm fighting the elite next. I would have to get very lucky to find a non-elite combat. I just can't do this. I can't eat some meat. I want it. I really want it. If I had normal fights, I would do it. Let's random the drink. To Krog. Nothing happened? I think. Let's have another drink. Take this. Okay, I think I just got... Yeah. I was a bit tense there. Alright, we got a Yakite, we block every turn. That's alright. Rage. Mania. Take an enemy for an amount of equal to the surface rage, set the rage to 6. Still don't think enchanted weapon is very good. Although we have a bit of extra card generation now, so zero cost cards become slightly better. And then this is nice, but we might not need it. Although we want to generate a lot of rage, because whenever we get 25 rage, we draw a card and gain energy. So maybe I do just pick this up. Okay, I'm not going to pick up any more gold. But now that I picked that up, I want to pick up one more card, right? So let's check this Ward of Wisdom. Right, we have 17, we need 18, yeah. Check the vault. If the vault doesn't give us anything, I'm going to go to the shop and buy the block card. I don't think I picked up the earlier Ritual Strike, did I? Didn't. Aura's leading gain 2 energy, otherwise draw 2 cards. It's sometimes difficult to handle. Trance is very nice, but we still don't have energy. We have a big energy generation problem. I think with that in mind, I'm just going to pick up Ritual Strike. I hope that helps. Alright, Dark Thoughts. Once we're able to click on Seifer to gain 10 rage, move into the front. It's nice, but I keep forgetting it. 7 inches taller is just 7 max life on Aurora, which is actually not too bad. And Heroic Bond gives both heroes 1 power, which doesn't scale super well with either one. That kind of scales okay with Aurora sometimes. I'm going to take the Dark Thoughts and try to remember that we have them. Try to remember that you have Dark Thoughts, please. I think I'm even going to take another heal here. I'm a bit afraid. Even though it feels wasteful on Aurora there. But this has to be okay. If we die to the elite, then hey, at least I get to have this video not be too much more than an hour. Oh, it's you. She likes to make people bleed. Definitely want Seifer in front to take the bleed at the end of turn. Do we need to defend? Well, need is a strong word, but we kind of want to. We can cast all our cards anyway. We are going to be raging? Question mark? Yes, we're going to be exactly raging, so we get an energy at a card once we charge here with a rage. Do I just do that first? I could quicken, then I get even more. But I don't need more than 8. Doesn't do anything. I think I charge. Rage. And then what does my rage do? It probably just drops Croc's dinner. Yeah, we already have a kill on this boy. So I'm gonna use the dinner. I'm gonna cast all these cards. So we're quickening. Am I defending? You're dead, right? I don't need to defend. You're already dead. It's already dead! With that being the case, it also doesn't matter whether I cast you from the front or the back. Whether I defend or not, none of that matters. So we just go grab that extra rage and kill this one. We get a chunk on the frontliner from the dinner. We do get bled by the hag. But Seifer can hopefully, ouch, make up for that. We also got Concussed and discard a random card, but we did get Spell Whirl. Whose cards do we want? I'm kind of feeling Aurora, because her stuff can make energy. We don't have any defend right now. It would be a lot of damage, but actually not. Could even put Aurora up front. Yeah, let's do Spell Wall on Aurora. See what we get. Get a free Flame Blast because it has combo, which I obviously knew. Foresight, gain 14 block, draw a card, put a card on your hand on top of your deck. Not super interested. This Trident Banquet is actually kind of nice because it increases our other things. And it makes frogs. Let's punch a guy for 14. It's currently free. Do I just whirl again? I think I do, right? Yeah, get the most options. Question is, do we keep doing Aurora? I think so. I still want energy. Well, didn't get energy, but I got a free card. So, 4 energy left. I want to block a bunch, I suppose. So I go with a Water Mist. That should be a full block. If my math checks out, then it does. And then I do want the Banquet, I think. And I'll enchant the weapon of that dinner. Now we could have 3 frogs or a strike. 3 frogs do 9 damage over 3 turns. Are we gonna be here for more than 3 turns? Well, you are already dying. If I do 9 damage now, we don't gain. Well, no, we actually gain something, right? I do 9 damage now, you bleed for 1, and you're at 10. Well, if I do 9 damage, you get eaten by the dinner anyway, and then the frogs go further. Yeah, okay. If I do frogs, then you're not dead to the dinner. Yeah, okay. Dead to the dinner. Didn't get to reap much here with the Seifer, or at all. But I think in an elite fight, I don't get to be all that picky there. And there's Ritual Strike and I can't use it, because you're not melee. And we don't have combo, wow. Not what I thought would happen here. Also, this hand is just horrible. 12 damage. Yeah, we're not going to put Seifer in front. We're just going to have Aurora take the 12. Because she gets to heal for free, essentially. So we have 3 energy, so we're just going to go Dinner, Spitter, and Weave. That's something I ever thought I would say. Just go Dinner, Spitter, and Weave. Typical sentence. Stop hitting my turtle. I guess the thing with the Spell Wall is that it puts a lot of junk into your deck. You're raging, but we don't have a cool card for you. I mean, this is okay for you to rage with, but I would like to have something nicer. Do I just Spell Wall on you? I think I do. Anything cool? Lots of stuff. Rage, Cast Devil, Flame Lick. We can certainly kill here. Not gaining life though. 3 power plus 3 for each other Seifer card. Okay, none of these. Well, it's not quite true. Promote does give me some HP back. It's probably fine, right? We're already doing 29 damage. You only have 35 life. Ah, but I want the kill? Ideally? Can I get the kill strike even if I promote? That seems extremely unlikely. Do I kill for money or do I promote for life? We already get 17 life. We do have a boss fight to go to, but there's some healing lying around. I think I just kill. Draw 3 cards. Do you just flame? Oh, but I have my hand full of garbage. I would only draw 1 card because there's no room. Where to Flame Lick here? So just do this. And then, oh, then you die to Flame Lick. What a shame. You're dead to Flamelink, we know this. So I can foresight and I don't know what I can find here. Oh, it puts you in the back. I hope you're still dead to Flamelink. I think you are. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll take the kill for the money here. Money over healing. Might be a mistake. Who knows? Well, we're already so deep into this episode. Gee whiz. Get that stack of pages, get the lava shield. Whenever an enemy attacks the equipped hero, they take 3 damage. I mean, I guess it's on Seifer. Okay, we have 1 ink and 1 brush. No more elite fights. We didn't find the second elite fight. Where's a great brushing spot? Somewhere in here. It's probably best. There's already good brush here. Don't need to. It's a 13-point brush. It's not going to get much better. But if I do ink, I at least get to that money. Oh, wow. Still get a 13-point brush and we get the money. Just didn't get anything out of the ink. Ooh, we did this. Which we can use. Sorry, more time to use because there's more ink to consider. Draft a card. Anything cool? Do I run into the Flesh Weave? Let's. Might be a bad choice. Alright. 1 more Noble Ink. I think there's another box there. If I didn't... My eyes don't deceive me. Yeah, there's 1. Any place where that Noble Ink, I mean, it gets me a money. I suppose it's more than no money. Here, it does not. Here, it does give me a bunch of money. Yeah, okay. And I need to go there anyway to pick up the healing. So let's go. Pop nothing. I take all the cash money because I'm a greedy person and you know it. That. No healing left up here. There's the 1 box left down there. Can't get to that money. Okay. Didn't find a single alchemist, which is very sad. You know, can't always have alchemist. Charge, reduce enemy power by 4 for 1 turn, heal for 4. Ugh. Charge. Attack the leading enemy for 8 3 times. That gives me 3 bleed as well. And triggers the Ogre Toe. And would scale with power if we ever got any. Could take it. Might be a bit too offensive here, but we'll see. Didn't miss anything. Don't think I did. Alrighty. Shop and then boss. And then put a cut in here after that boss. 247. 3 off buying the Ogre Cleaver. Cleaver? Yes. Cleaver. We are quite far away from the next thing, I believe. Well, 2 cards. I don't think I want to buy 2 cards. What will it be? Sulfuric Barrier and... nothing. No, it's not. Could get the Gauntlet of Might for Seifer, so we just get that extra oomph on our multi-attack we just picked up. Pretty inefficient use of money. Let's do it. I do feel it's somewhat underpowered. Been focusing heavily on economy here, and it does show. Heal up as much as we can. And get in there, right? Right. Yes, I'm ready. Well, no, I'm not ready. But we'll see. The spider. End of each turn, reduces the power of the leading hero by 1, lasts until the end of the battle. So we might want to be interested in getting something on Aurora. Because we don't care about her combo that much. Combo? Did I say combo? I read combo. I meant power. Generate some cards on Aurora because I still think it could be fun. Stupefy. That blocks for a lot, so... Disciple. When you dissolve a card, you damage equal to this ally spirit to a random enemy. Unfortunately, this is a powerful card. We just don't dissolve a lot. Let's get a punch on. Do I just spell wall again? Let's. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this on Aurora. She is so weird. Such weird cards. Ally Spiritless, whenever Aurora gains life, do that manage? No. But we can Humbling Vision and then Stupefy. That should block for a ton, right? 7. 5 times. It didn't work as well as I thought it would. So I suppose it considered it halved already. Also, this had a charge on it, which I didn't. Oh, because it blocked, yeah. The reason I don't like that is that I kind of wanted Seifer to be. No, Aurora to be up front, and now I'm going to cast Seifer cards to put him up front, and he's going to lose a power. But yeah, it is what it is, right? We rage and we defend, or do we just cast Devil? It's a lot more damage. Yeah, let's cast Devil. Take a bit of a licking here, but that also generates rage, right? Losing that power is a bit sad. Ritual Strike, costing 3 because we don't have combo active, but we can have combo active. And that costs 2 and makes 3 mana. So I'm pretty sure I'm doing that. I'm not Wall of Misting just yet. I don't think. Let's strike. Ritually strike. And then we have enough for all of this stuff. And I want Aurora up front to take the hit? Yes. So we go Spit, Absorb Soul just to do the damage. Wall of Mist a bit. Aurora takes a bit of damage and loses power, but again we don't care about her power all that much. This turn I want Seifer in front. Seifer. Only 3 energy. We have Frenzy, which is powerful. I could Quicken and then Frenzy. For a pretty big chunk. Yeah, you take damage, but... And so does that Spider. Let's attack it for 30, sure. Plus the bleeds. And then I think... Barrier or Dinner? Very similar in their rage generation. Kind of similar in their healing. But this Dinner also does damage. Let's go for the Dinner. We lost another power, of course, because we were up front. But that was to be expected. We don't super care about healing at the end of the fight, so this is just a better block. I think I will end this turn with Aurora. Have her take the hit again. So I think I'm just gonna go Flame Blast. Have another Dinner. And swap. Take 3 damage, get the power reduction. Yeah, we got this. Famous last words. Big attack. Spell Whirl. When I want to get Seifer up front. Okay, so I make some Seifer cards. Trench, melee, 10 block. It's not bad. Stupefy. It's not that great here. Just blocks. Well, it's a 6 block card. But it also retains. We could have it for next turn. We might have a kill here anyway. Do I have something that charges... This ally has additional spirit equal to your draw pile size. That's cute. I don't have a charging attack, but I do have another spell wall. So let's try to get another charge. There's Rage. I think we very much have lethal here. We Rage. And then we can have our choice of lethal, I think. This claims to kill. It does kill, but it doesn't actually reap. because it kills with the other thing. I could Ritual Strike. Is there any point? We heal to full after this anyway. I just want to kill and have the money, right? I want to kill on Seifer. And therefore this is the best move. There might be a move that leaves us with a bit of rage somehow. But I think this is fine. Just slice and dice them. Ah, laugh a bit. I've taken almost 1.5 hours. Gee whiz. This is not sustainable. Which I suppose is good news for those of you that don't want me to play this game and want me to play something else instead. Because I might not be able to sustain this amount or this length of an episode. What do we have here? Croc's Crown, epic. First time each turn the equipped hero plays a card that costs 2 or more, draw 2 cards. Powerful, certainly. Doesn't help you with my energy problem. Farrier Flute? I mean, you know I love the Farrier Flute. NGL. Ah, this is very, very good. It doesn't generate energy, but it makes you use it more efficiently. And the Steam Engine is interesting, but we don't have any synergies for it yet, except for that gem that we're not using yet. Draw 2. I'm going to take the flute. I can't say no to the flute. Heal to full. Check out what options we have here. It's almost always the gem, because adding 3 cards is not great, but Liquefy becomes cheap after a while in your hand, but it's a long while. Trench blocks for 10 if you're up front. Well, always blocks for 10, but it costs half when you play it up front. And then the Whip Quack buffs an ally with 1 spirit, or 4 if it's an aggressive ally. Once again, tough to buff those other allies. And then punches for 12. I am going to take the diamond. And then we continue on to the next map, the Lost in the Oversky Chapter 2. But we're going to do that in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, then please do hit that like button. And even more importantly, let me know in the comments that you do like seeing more Roguebook. If you don't, then feel free to let me know that in the comments too. I do want to know. I mean, no, I really, really do want to know, because then I'm just going to play something else. If you have ideas what that other thing should be, then let me know about that too. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.